Alright guys, it's time for a new tab. So this is attached to the end of the video there. Let's go ahead and grab it. I'm going to cut it. So cut this little piece right here off. I'm going to glue it in your notebook. We today are going to work on factoring by GCF. That's greatest common factor. So open your notebook to 106. 106. You're going to label 106 Unit 8. That will be blank. And 107 is going to be Unit 8, and that's where you're going to glue this in. 107. Today we're going to work on 108. The next video, 109. You can't see anything I wrote. There we go. Unit 8. Glue this in. Sticks out a little bit. So that's my glue. There it is. Okay, and then we're going to work on the foldable that is attached to this. We won't finish it in this video. We'll finish it in the next one. It should stick out a little bit. That froze. Don't know why. Not the first time it's froze today. Let me undo that. There we go. There you go. Okay. So we are working on 108 and 109. I'm going to go ahead and label those 21.0 factoring by GCF. We will be writing on 109 and we'll be putting a foldable on 108. 21.0 factoring by GCF. Same with 109. And 109 is the one we're going to write on. Okay, so attached to this, you have a foldable, just like this. You're going to fold it in half and cut on the dashed line. We're only going to do the top portion in this video. We'll do the bottom portion in the second one here. But we are going to factor greatest common monomials first. We'll do greatest common binomial in the next video. So go ahead and open. All right, first of all, it says simplify each expression. So this is actually kind of just a review. We're going to be dividing, okay? And dividing these is just your exponent rules, okay? So when we are dividing these, what we are actually doing is we're dividing this 3 by 9x and then by 12. So 9x divided by 3 is actually 3x. And then we need to do 12 divided by 3. You have to divide it by both. So that's plus 4. Couldn't divide there for a minute. So 3x plus 4 is simplifying that expression. That's just getting us in a habit of seeing what actually will divide back out. Okay. So number 2, 5y squared divided by y. There's a 1 here. So I had 5. There were 2 y's, but I'm dividing 1 out, so I only have 1 left. So remember to subtract 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay. Plus, I think, yeah, plus. I had 7y. I had 1 exponent here, 1 exponent here, so all that's left is a 7. Okay. Try numbers 3 and 4 on your own, so pause it if you need to. Okay. So 10a to the third divided by 5a squared. 10 divided by 5 is 2. We have an a. 3 minus 2 is 1. Remember, I don't have to put the exponent there if I don't need to. But, okay, it's going to be minus. 25 divided by 5 is 5. There were 2 a's. I'm taking 2 a's out, so I don't have any left. All right, number 4. 14a to the 7th divided by 7a, not a, m. 14m to the 7th divided by 7m to the 5th. That is 2m squared. 7 minus 5 is 2. 21m to the 6th divided by 7m to the 5th is 3m. And negative 49m to the 5th divided by 7m to the 5th is negative 7m. Nope, no m, sorry. There's 5 m's. We divided by or took away 5 m's, so there's none left. All right, so this was important for what we're about to do. Today, we are going to be finding the biggest number and variable that will come out of every piece. That is actually what we were doing here. You didn't know that that was the biggest, but that was the biggest thing that would come out. Factoring is the opposite of multiplication, so it's like division. So let's look at what we're actually doing, which is factoring. Okay. So we need to find a number that will divide into both 15 and 10. The number 5 will go into both 15 and 10. So we're going to write that down, 5. Then, inside of a set of parentheses, we're going to divide each piece by 5. 15 divided by 5 is 3, but J still exists. Minus 10 divided by 5 is 2. This means that this factored is the same as 5 times 3j minus 2, because if I distributed this in, I would get 15j minus 10. Now, we normally have to pull out a number and a variable. We are not pulling out a variable for number 5 because both of them did not have the same variable. We have to make sure it's the same variable. Number 6, 3 and 8. There is not a number that you can divide into both 3 and 8 that's the same number. So it does not have a number we're going to pull out. However, they both have k's. We have a k squared and we have a k to the first. We have to take the smaller of the two, so we have to take out a k to the first. Then we're going to divide. We still have a 3. We had 2 k's, but we're taking one out, so we only have one left, plus 8. We had 1k, we took one out, we don't have any left. So if I distributed this in, I would get the same thing. I do not need that 1 there anymore. Number 7. 16 and 24. I know 2 will go into both of them, but I don't think it's big enough. 2, 4. 4 will go into both. Is there a bigger one? 8. 8 will go into both. So let's write 8. Okay. They both have e's. E to the second is the one we're going to pull out. I'm going to always pull out that smallest one there. Okay, now let's divide. 16 divided by 8 is 2. This has 3 e's. This has 2. We have 1 left. Minus 24 divided by 8 is 3. We had e to the second. We took out e to the second, so there are no e's left with that 3. Pause the video and try number 8 on your own. Okay, number 8. 10, 8, and 14. 2 will go into all 3 of those. Anything bigger? 4, no. 4 won't go into 10. Okay, so it's got to be 2. Okay, and then r to the 5th, r to the 4th, r to the 3rd. We're going to take that last one there, r to the 3rd. Now we're going to divide. 10 divided by 2 is 5. We had 5. We took out 3, so we have 2 left. 8 divided by 2 is 4. We had 4r. We took out 3. We have 1 left. 14 divided by 2 is 7. We had 3. We took out 3. We don't have any left. Okay, so that is what we are doing. The opposite of the distributive property. We're taking something out. We are dividing. We are going to do the bottom portion of this in the next video. But for now, we're going to glue this in and do a couple more examples. So this goes glued in on page 108. We'll do the bottom in the next lesson. So glue this in on 108. We'll do the bottom portion in the next video. Let's get started on some of the examples we're going to do on page 109. Now, 109, I want you to kind of draw a line or make a mark in the middle down here. We're only going to write on the top portion of this piece of paper. Okay, this is going to be today's, this will be tomorrow's. So, we're going to do some more examples. Number 1, 2x plus 42y. Number 2, 4x to the 4th plus 24x to the 3rd. Number 3, 8a squared b minus 6ab squared. And number 4, 20x squared y squared minus 4xy. And I'm going to write factor. We're going to do these 4 problems, but if I were you, I'd pause it and try them on your own. It's factoring, is what we just finished. Okay. The numbers, we have 2 and we have 42. 2 is the biggest number that will come out of both. Okay. We have an x and we have a y. Since the variables are not the same, we cannot take out a variable. So all we can take out is a 2. So we're going to start dividing. 2 divided by 2 is 1, so we can put 1x or just x. 42 divided by 2 is 21, and we still have a y. There is number 1 factored. Like I said, it's a good idea to pause the video and you try them. Number 2, we can take out 4 from both and x to the 3rd, since they're both the same. So 4 divided by 4 is 1. If you need to put a 1, if you don't need to put a 1, don't. You had 4, you took out 3, so you still have 1 of these x's left. I don't like putting the 1 in front, but you can, but I'm going to erase mine. 24 divided by 4 is 6. We had x to the 3rd, we've taken out x to the 3rd, so we don't have any x's left. Number 3, 8 and 6. We can take out a 2 from both of those. This has an A, this has an A. This has a B, this has a B. 8 divided by 2 is 4. There were 2 A's and I took 1 out, so I still have 1 left. There was 1 B, I took 1 out, so there are none left. Minus. 6 divided by 2 is 3. There was 1 A, I took out 1 A, there are no A's left. There were 2 B's, I took out a B, there is 1 left. Number 4. I can take a 4 out of both 20 and 4. There is an x and a y in both. So let's divide. 20 divided by 4 is 5. I've got 2x. I took out 1, so I have 1 left. I had 2 y's. I took 1 out. I've got 1 left. 4 divided by 4 is 1. I took out an x. I don't have any left. Took out a y. Don't have any left. All right, tomorrow we're going to do the second half. We're going to write down here tomorrow as well. Go ahead and start, though, on the assignment that is assigned to you. It is a worksheet.